Okay, I believe Thanksgiving. Um, I don't know. I mean, it is a holiday, but I don't know. Maybe somebody out there is available. I mean, it is almost 7 p.m. And in case you're wondering, what are you doing a live stream for on things? Well, holiday's over. I went down to my mom's house a couple hours too early. So I was down there from like 2:30 till close to 5 o'clock. Didn't eat dinner there. It's like, she had just finished cooking not long before I left. So I just picked my plates up. I'm a picky eater. All I got to eat was a little macaroni, some ham, deviled eggs, and potato salad. And my appetite, I don't know what it is. Like I was hungry, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't take a nap today, or I've been on the go since I woke up at like 5:30. But I didn't eat anything. I'm more of a I wait until Friday, when the food has had time to settle, the seasoning and whatnot, so it tastes better. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we got about 40 people on here. So if you can go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, let me know how you're doing. Did you have a good holiday? And I told my mom, like, I can't do Black Friday because there's I don't really see anything worth getting. Plus, money is really tight right now. I literally just got done paying a couple of bills right now. And I posted a bunch of stuff on eBay the past couple of days, so I'm waiting on that money to roll in and working to make sure my ad revenue is up. So when December starts, I have some extra money. Well, sorry, increase the amount of money I get paid next month. But yeah, happy Giving Thanks Day. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know, like if I was going to just label this a Thanksgiving live stream, but honestly, I just spent the past 2 minutes letting you know what my day was like, so there really isn't anything extra to add to it. But um, yeah, let me know. Did you have a good day? I mean, do you want to talk about House of Pain? Because I actually have seen it. Last night we talked about Sisters, we talked about The Oval, House of Pain. It wasn't a bad episode. And in case you're wondering, so I woke up, I got some cleaning done, but then I spent about 3.5 hours doing all my recording. So all the Beyond the Gate stuff, all the House of Pain stuff, all the sister stuff is all done. I'll start editing and posting maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So I want to do as much as I can tomorrow and Saturday. That way Sunday I can get more views and like I said, boost the income I'm going to make for next month. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think Javante? I think he's going to be around for a little while, considering the fact that Calvin made a point to say that he's tried and failed to contact Miranda a number of times. However, he's had no luck. So, simply put, it's going to be a situation where Calvin, I mean, he literally told CJ, despite almost getting married, he's not that broken up about his relationship with his fiance crumbling because he's been thinking more about Miranda. And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I honestly think they should have given Miranda a love interest a long time ago because the timing of this just seems so messed up. I mean, and I've seen comments from people in the comment section of various clips about how it seems like Miranda only got a new man when she took time to herself because she's not around low key trying to sabotage Calvin and Laura's relationship. So it's like, oh well, Calvin's single now, so I can just go around and spend time for myself and find somebody. So it just really felt messy. It really did. Because my question is this: if Calvin gets on the relationship track with Laura yet again, if Laura and Calvin mend fences and Miranda's with this new guy, could Laura and Calvin actually work out this time around because Miranda isn't going to be popping up like she usually does? But that's not fair to Laura because Calvin just admitted, oh, I've been thinking about Miranda, meaning that he'll probably find out that Miranda is dating somebody, and then because she's unavailable, he'll try to double back to Laura, basically meaning she's second choice. Yeah, the storyline is really all over the place. And a side note, that one House of Payne video I did about Miranda and Ella are closer now than when she was married to Calvin, that's about to hit 100,000 views. I am just blown away by that. I have no idea how that happened. Actually, I'm refreshing the page now. It's at 96,000. So it's going to hit 100 probably overnight. So that is a blessing in itself, because I swear it just feels like the channel has gotten a boost. So it's really good. It's really good. Matter of fact, since it's Thanksgiving, I need to go ahead and do a live stream on exploring my faith. I've been really slacking on that channel. Well, not on purpose, but man, because when you combine that House of Payne video with the Sisters trailer breakdown that did over 44,000 views, that's insane. That's like 150,000 views right there. Lord knows I needed this boost. I really did. Okay, views are down. We're at like 18 people. Sheesh. Maybe I should have rebranded this as a Thanksgiving live stream. Man, it is a blessing seeing these numbers up. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Let me know, did anybody do any Black Friday shopping or anything like that? Like I said, I'm not really, I got responsibilities now, so really haven't been splurging. You never missed a well till the water runs dry. Well, it's not necessarily, here's my thing. And look, okay, it's messed up because he's not broken up. Here's my thing. I think low key, the reason Calvin isn't feeling any sort of way about Laura is because he's probably discovered that Laura not being around means more peace for him. When you really think about it, it seems like Laura's absence has allowed Calvin to really just kind of bask in peace and quiet, because typically, and to be fair though, Miranda, as he said, he's had a hard time trying to contact her. So Laura's gone, and it seems Miranda has not been a constant presence, because remember he said, yeah, CJ, I was trying to contact Miranda to see if she could take the boys today, but it just seems like she's been busy for a long time now. So that goes back to her going on these pseudo dates. So she's been out doing her thing, and that's why. I honestly feel like Calvin needs to focus on, Calvin needs to be single, focus on being a dad. And this is low key what he gets, because remember, Tracy wanted to take Junior and go to Texas with her new man. And there was an episode seasons ago where Miranda wanted to go to Texas or somewhere out west because she had a huge job promotion. She wanted to take Christian with her. Well, Calvin's like, no, I don't want my sons to be far away from me. And now it's like, well, so you see the women who were formerly in your life have moved on and doing other things. So now you're left alone to deal with the kids. So it's like, no, this is what happens when you try to make everybody bend to your will. Shame and a pity. Man, oh man. People buying stuff on eBay. I gotta say, I was going to save this conversation for my other channel, but man, I need to stop stressing. Like, I just read Psalms 17 and 18, and I don't know. This is the price of being a content creator or being an eBay seller, because sometimes you just get anxious when money isn't coming in fast enough. But I just got to keep reminding myself so many times where I cut it close, because I didn't think a way would come, but then God puts a ram in the bush every single time. That's something my dumb behind needs to keep in mind all the time. So, if you're going through something right now, financial, health wise, just stress, pick up your Bible if you're a believer, read a couple verses, say a prayer. It does. Prayer changes things. That's all I'm saying. That's my word for the day. Well, yeah, no Black Friday shopping, same, no splurging. Yeah, it's just like okay, bills aside and limited funds aside, I was looking at various websites and I didn't really see anything. Truth be told, as I was like cleaning my closet and storage unit and going through boxes and whatnot, I found a bunch of stuff I bought a long time ago that I could see myself buying this weekend if I didn't know I already had it, if that makes sense. Calvin is getting what he gets. Yeah. I'm not saying I wish anything bad on him or anything, but it's like, yeah, I mean, this kind of goes hand in hand of why him and Laura got so fast track. He isn't used to being alone. And it's like I said in a recent video, even if Calvin and Miranda got back together, the show can go on, but the limited set pieces are really a detriment. Like, for example, people are calling CJ messy. Miranda waltzed into CJ and Janine's house without knocking, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I know Janine was supposed to be there to meet Miranda's new boo, but it's the fact that she just came on in there with a stranger. So when CJ was asking all them questions, I had no issues. Okay, I do admit the scene as a whole dragged out a bit too long for my taste for the episode runtime, but I did watch it again and I did laugh at it. And it's like, Miranda, how are you going to tell CJ how many questions he should ask? I'm thinking to myself, how many times did you stick your nose in business that didn't belong to you pertaining to Calvin and Laura? So it's just one of those things where, no, you can't take it when you're the one in the hot seat. Because remember, just a few episodes ago, I ain't trying to be messy, but Calvin, why wasn't Laura at the award ceremony? So CJ's asking, oh, who is this? They never knock on each other's doors. They're always walking in. Yeah, I get that, but still. And it's like, Miranda, you're not part of this family. So it just feels weird that you're bringing this new man around because hypothetically speaking, if Calvin pulls a Miranda and starts popping up everywhere, like what can Miranda say? What are you doing here, Calvin? I'm at my parents' house. What are you doing here with this guy? What are you doing here, Calvin? I'm here to see my cousin CJ. What are you doing over here? You see what I mean? This is why they need more set pieces. They need to have, like, I don't know, does Miranda live in a house or an apartment? Or they just really need to amp it up. They really do. That he does. Oh, you talking about what I said about the scripture? Or are you referring to, oh, you talking about Calvin. Yeah, I did see on one of those websites that does reviews or recaps of the episodes that Beyond the Gates of the Head. But I decided that I'm not going to post those reviews. I'm not even going to record them because I'll just wait until next week. There's no rush. Yeah, some people are speculating if he's like tied to that Tracy dude or whoever that shot Calvin. What do you mean something ain't right? We don't even know the guy. We just know he's tall. He bought a condo. He has good credit. And he's what, a former athlete turned assistant coach of football at a local college. So the Paynes feel uncomfortable about him. I don't know. I got to go back and rewatch. I didn't really get that vibe. I wonder how Laura will react when come back. I think that Calvin is going to pursue Laura only after he finds out Miranda's unavailable. Yeah, the Oval looks like it's getting back to the same old formula. So hope Laura's pregnant. Oh, one can only hope, but I am not. I am not holding my breath. Man. Also, if you could just keep me in your thoughts and prayers, there's an idea I've been meaning to do. I think that I'm getting more confident because hopefully, with the momentum of the channel, let me double check my subscribers because, like I said, these couple of videos that are blowing up, they're getting my numbers up and fast because I'm at okay. So I am 26 people away from 299,000 subscribers. And like I said, if the momentum for the channel continues the way it is right now for the past couple of days, we'll hit 300K before the end of this year. And I want to try to see if I can get some sort of like, I don't know, deal or something going on here. Because I just look at smaller content creators, and that's something I've never actively pursued, but it's something that I feel could be beneficial. Because oh yeah, I can speak about this now since the deal is done. The movie's out. Prime Video hit me up to be a prime partner advertising Finding Joy. So to get paid to actually do what I do was amazing. So I want to see if I can hit up like Viacom or something like that to see if they want to collab on something, because I just feel like with my channel being as big as it is, it seems a shame to not try to, sit at the table with the big dogs and see like, hey, like I'm just a regular average guy. Like I'm just a fan. I do my own thing, but if there's a way we can possibly collab or something, that would be nice. Because people are always like, oh, Tyler needs to hire you as a writer, or you need to be on the show. And I'm like, I don't think that's really in the cards. But when I look at my platform and what I do, I feel like I have something to offer. And it's just a question of, well, what will these people see, or what hey, just trying to branch out, because I'm literally just floored because seeing my numbers go up, um, seeing them go up as high as they are now. This reminds me of before Sisters kind of fell off, back in the midpoint of season 7. So I'm really hoping that next month or maybe next year things can kind of change. So yeah. 'Cause I'm still shook over the fact that I have a house. That's something I never really thought would be a possibility. But man, because it's funny, we were talking about my nephew. It's like, hey, you got what, 3 more years in school, then you go into the real world, get a job or whatever. And it's just crazy to think about because time flies by. Before you know it, is going to be his time. And I consider looking at things from the perspective of when my nephew graduates in what, 2029, I think. Yeah, because he'll end ninth grade spring of 2026. So 3 years later is 2029. I have no idea what the world is going to look like for him, like what the job market is going to be, if he should even go to college. I mean, if he does, he might be better off either going online or something because that'll be far less expensive. I don't want him to fall into the same pit trap I did because, like, student loan. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a blessing because, like I mentioned a few months ago, when the season 9 mid-season finale aired, I got the invite to go to New York to a watch party and get to meet cast members and whatnot. But unfortunately, I didn't have the money for it because of the fact that, ever since I moved into the house and whatnot, my money has been bills, mortgage, and things like that. So this isn't like when I was living with my mom where I had money just kind of stacked up. Now my money's like, boom, this bill, that bill, this bill. So I don't really have the funds to travel like that unless, it's like, hey, this is a paid trip or whatever. Then I can probably do it. But, so I'm just hoping opportunities like that show up in the future. And also thinking about what's next, because mentally I'm going into Sister season 10 like it is the final season. By that I mean I'm thinking about what my next steps are, because I got to think about if the show does end with season 10, what's the next show I'm going to review? Will I have to start reviewing shows that I don't want to review, like, a Beauty in Black or whatever, just because of the fact that they cover specific content? But I keep thinking about what I talked about with some, even my pastor and a few fans, like all money ain't good money. And it's like, if I feel like reviewing something corrupts my morals, then maybe I shouldn't do it. And that's not to say anything against anyone who watches or enjoys a Beauty in Black or All the Queen's Men. It's just that it's not my cup of tea, so to speak. So, you know, yeah. I know the Sister Circle is coming to an end. Oh, yeah. Next season, it's going to be its own thing. There's going to be a different shakeup, a dynamic. My question is, what about Aaron? What is Aaron doing? Why is he leaving so soon? And what did that text message say? I wanted to say this while we were all together with everyone, and then we cut to black, and then we go back, and it's like, what? I don't know I don't think Aaron is like abandoning Karen. That just seems so dumb for these new writers to like put Aaron and Karen on a pedestal and Zach and Fatima like right here. And then all of a sudden make it where Aaron decides to abandon Karen and their baby. My thought is that he went to Seattle early because maybe the training started early, or he needed to get settled in before they move out together. I don't know, but it just seems so weird to me that there's a potential drama there. I don't know. It's just weird. Miranda needs her own show. Miranda doesn't need her own show. House of Payne needs to bring back some. House of Payne needs to add more sets and bring back some of the OG characters, or some new ones, because the man, I like the show, but when you really think about it, you know, if they do put Calvin and Miranda together and the Laura drama is done, what exactly are they going to do? You know, so they really shot themselves in the foot. But then again, when I'm looking at things from my perspective, aka my channel and whatnot, the drama is a hit. Like, you can't deny the numbers. But in terms of long term, it probably wasn't a smart idea. Don't get me started on assisted living. The show has its charm, but it's like, come on. Well, no. At least with House of Payne, it's different locations. Condo, house. Assisted living is just that, the assisted living facility. AI about to take over. I saw a post about how, you know, in the next maybe 10, 15 years, so every family is going to have like a personal robot. I was talking to a friend of mine. I'm like, man, I'm 34, which is technically not old, but I'm just thinking like, I don't know if a wife and kids are in the cards for me. I'm not being negative now, I'm being realistic. And I mean, if I get up in age, you know, Lord willing, because I don't know when Lord going to call me home or whatever. But, you know, say I'm like in my late 50s or 60s and I don't have a wife or kids, I'm probably going to need like a robotic assistant or something like that. And I know they're testing them out now, but I feel like, you know, the way technology advances, by the time I make it to my, like, you know, silver fox years, those kind of devices will be prevalent, you know. And right here's my thing. If Laura returns and gets together with Calvin again, and Miranda has her new man, and she is no longer just popping in and out and whatnot, I wonder if Laura and Calvin could actually work. Like, without Miranda being a constant presence, then maybe Ella will finally make time for Laura. I don't know if this is a fact, but it's just a speculation as far as I'm concerned. You never know. I disagree. Miranda's not messing. She a good woman. Calvin's life. Miranda, nah, sorry, no. You can't deny. I look. Don't get me wrong. In the revival, Miranda has her moments of, you know, showing, you know, she's matured and whatnot. But you can't deny she's been messy from time to time, and it doesn't help that, you know, Ella is kind of her enabler because we know who she really wants her son to be with. All right. Well, I'm gonna shut off this live stream here, and like I said, I'll probably go over to Exploring My Faith to do a live stream over there. But hey, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Like I said, thankfully, some people have been buying eBay stuff as I've been talking. I guess some people probably wanted to wait to go online for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because my eBay store is free shipping on everything, so that's a perk. So people will actually spend money there. But hey, as always, I do appreciate your support on the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Sorry about that. You can tell I'm tired. But I hope everybody has a safe holiday weekend, and I will catch you in the next video.